Recording. All right. Usually it says not hearing anything, turn up volume. Okay. All right, man. Give me all your questions.
So I've been hitting some threshold of like $300 for some reason. Every
Mm-hmm.
time I get up to around 300, I just start to lose it. If not, blow the account.
Okay.
Um,
That's normal.
yeah, things I've been noticing with myself is just, I guess so here's the other side to it. I build up to 300 from like I start with 70, just like the minimum I can deposit. And sometimes I think like the last time I got down to like $4 and I built that up to like 280.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just lost it all.
It's a psychological thing, man. It's in your head.
Yeah.
It's 100%. There's no other answer around it. You know that this 300 number is so hard on you, and I think you do let me tell you probably because of what I do, and it might not be trading. It could be money related. Let's just say if I saved up 5,000, 10,000 a month,
Mhm.
uh, is enough for me to live and take care of everything. 10,000 enough. I make money trading and all this stuff, but when I hit 10,000, I always do this thing psychologically to myself to where it's like, why do I have to work harder? Or why do I have to it's a mind thing. It's a psychological thing. It's why do I give up on every single thing I know at 10K? So for you, why do you
Yeah.
give up on
Yeah.
everything you know at 300?
Yeah. And for me, I would say like over leverage, just eager to get to 1,000, basically. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
For no reason too, because obviously what I'm doing will work, but I'm impatient.
Yeah. So you answered your question.
I mean, it's what's annoying is I already like I feel like I realize it, but it doesn't stop me from still making the mistakes.
Um, what has helped me was I don't look at, it's hard to say, and I don't want to sound like woo-woo or anything, but it's just I have to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to give you no fairy tale answer.
No,
Man to
you're
man,
fine. I need the truth. I need
yeah,
like
yeah, it's this I have to
I
have
need
discipline.
to correct this mistake so that way I can continue like with my journey here because it's getting old. It's getting annoying.
Yeah, if you have to close your chart at 300, don't trade the next day and just say, okay, it's a fresh day, new day. You don't have a blown account. Still got
Yeah.
250 or 300. If you
So
know what you do, go ahead.
I'm gonna say that's another thing I kind of recently my account was down to like $2 and I just got it up to like 17. I took a trade on like I think it was CAD, like USD CAD or CAD USD, whichever
Mhm.
way I have it set up, and got a little, from that, and then I went over to SPX 500, and I've been able to build it up a little bit since then. Um, I'm still kind of like I have an idea. I mean, what you told me with the numbers is helped tremendously, but I feel like I'm struggling with like my stop loss area.
I got you.
Even I mean, like looking at this GJ setup right here, like I can see, the area that it went down to test, and it's resisting off of that.
Hmm.
So I mean, like
And this is the
I
first thing
don't
I
feel like
looked
I'm
at.
I don't feel like I'm looking at things incorrectly.
Hmm.
Maybe just when I'm ready to get in the charts, or maybe the charts, manipulating because maybe because I over leverage or something stupid.
Hmm.
It's you know, it's either psyching me out or blowing me out.
Yeah. So the psyching out is all it can do. It can't blow your account. You can only control that. You are the only person that can press buy and
Yeah,
sell.
I won't necessarily put the right stop, or I'll run without it. Something stupid.
Yeah, and don't beat yourself up over the market being the market. I can't control like if I took a sale right here, I can't control that the market shot up and then shot down. I can't control that. You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
I can't beat myself up over that. I can't say, "Oh man, this was a losing." I mean, look, man, as soon as I saw that drop, I said, "What was the whole number it went to?" 500 and it just tanked. So if I just hit 500, hit the sell and I realize that there's nothing going on over here and it just drop like that, oh my God, man. When I opened up
I mean,
this,
that'd be amazing. But what would make you take a sell right there? Because for me, I wouldn't see the selling opportunity because there was no like resistance support, type deal behind it.
yeah, this is where it gets, you would have to get on like a 5 minute. And I'm not saying, hey, I would have took this trade. I literally just hopped on the charts with you. I just see like
Yeah.
if I was staring at the market and I saw that we haven't broke above any of this, and for my whole numbers, I always look at did it touch it or did it come up to it or what is it doing? Dang, to the T too. Dang, I didn't know it was gonna hit 600. So 600 was the whole number it came to. And
Yep.
if it did this, man, you don't need confirmation on that. You know what I mean? That's a
No,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree. I use a lot of higher time frame confirmations. So like I use the 4 hour and the 30 minute. And like
Yeah.
if I see a good candle on the 4 hour and like confirmation on the 30, I'm like, I don't really even need to worry about it going the other direction because there's so much, volume behind it.
Yeah. With that volume, like today, as you see that this is not normal volume whatsoever.
Right.
It's not at all. So there's no reason for me to tell people to get on a higher time frame. This is strictly like real expert more because you would have to get on the 5 minute to see that this was going to be a drop like this. You would not have seen this on the 30 minute because it would have just looked like this.
Yeah.
So you would have
You
had
see
to
how
look,
that 30-minute candle's big?
yeah.
Like it would have told me like, hey, I mean, so I could have gotten tricked right there, thinking that okay, as it's wicking, we're doing buys again.
Oh, you would have hopped in right here.
That would have been my mindset.
Let me look at where is it? What's the whole number over here? So 600, 600. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong because I don't want you thinking we can be 100% right and still be wrong. We
Okay.
don't we don't own the market. We don't take
I know
advantage of
we're
them.
just piggybacking, right?
We're piggybacking. So you were 100% right. Yes, this is exactly what I do. But I wouldn't have seen this drop. Nobody would have seen this drop.
No, no, yeah,
Nobody. Nobody would have seen this. So this is on its own time zone, its own frame, its own mind. There's no technical you could put behind this other than if you would have just said, hey, for some reason I feel like selling at 600 just because it's a whole number, you just would have been a lucky man that day. That's it.
yeah,
It would have
yeah.
been straight luck. Like, ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. And you could have did it. You could have did it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't have caught that on a 5 minute because you would have had to be on a 5 minute to like catch that.
Yeah, yeah, that's too much. It's too much. I don't know how to put this. Like when I'm at like the 5 minute, I feel like I'm, fingers and like hands deep involved. Like I gotta make
Anxiety.
micro adjustments. Like gotta think on the fly. Versus if
Yeah.
I'm just chilling on the 4 hour and the 30 minute,
Uh-huh.
mostly the 4 hour. I don't even really have to react to anything until it gives me like 30 minutes to a couple hours of
And that's why I do everything on the 30 minute. But
yeah,
I have no structure with my clients because I have clients that, they do, 5 figures or 4 figures in day trading, and I have clients that are like just brand new. So it's hard for me to say, hey, don't get on don't get on the
yeah,
5 minute. Don't, but I only do 30 minutes. But if I have to get deep and dirty with the charts, I'm gonna get on the 5 minute. But I can't tell brand new people to mess with the 5 minute because they don't have the mental capacity for the
yeah.
anxieties and you're looking at the chart wrong and you can be in full buys on the daily, buys on the 4 hour, buys on the 30 minute, but you get on the 5 minute and you're in a selling going down, not waiting for it to turn around and get into buys. You wouldn't know all
Yeah.
that. That's why I was like, don't get on the wait till the 30 till everything's clean.
That's perfect. 'Cause that's something I've experienced is the how much it makes me impatient by watching like 5 minute or lower time frames,
Hmm.
I mean even 15 helps a little, but I try to stay off of it
Hmm.
just because I mean I want to make this as simple as possible, honestly.
That's why I got it like this. Make it because look, like you were saying, you would have bought right there just off of this. Look,
Yeah.
this same concept happens right here. One, two, three. 4, 5.
Yep.
So you can't,
Yep.
I don't want you in your mindset thinking, oh, if I would have did this, I would have effed up. Look, we all got to take a loss. We take losses. It is what it is. Move on from it. Take your loss. Still stick with that mindset of I would have did that. Continue that mindset. Yes, we are in buys. Continue that mindset because
Yep.
this was just something
Made a
today.
huge.
Mm-hmm. Because this isn't every day. So continue that. Yes, continue with this will be buys because here, let me clear all this up. It was. If you would have hopped on, today, and if you would have got into, let me put this over here. Uh, do you use the 50s or do you do all 100?
So I'm usually just trading NAS, which also could be hurting me. But one of my questions was going to be with like whether it's GJ or EU or whatever I'm trading.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not 100% sure on the whole numbers quite yet.
So,
Uh,
to just simplify it, the questions that I get a lot is, do you use zeroed out, 25, 50, 75, 100? All right, cool. Whole numbers, how do they work? We're going to take away the 75 and the 25 because I realize in most of the time it's either the 50 or the 100.
yeah,
Don't sleep on the 50. Always hundreds is going to work. Always.
yeah.
Don't
With NAS,
sleep.
it's been a little bit of the 50s, and very rarely I'll have the 25s and the 75s, but
That's
it
why I
does
throw it
fuck.
out. That's why I throw it
Yeah,
out. Exactly why I throw it out. Because like I'm not gonna play with the 75 and 25 for what? If the trade happens, it happens. But I'm gonna be cool with the 50 and 100. Stick with that and run it. Keep it
yeah,
simple.
and that's where the true move is actually at.
Mhm.
What I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like right here. Look. So this is the 216000. So
Next up, like 216.100.
yeah. And to be honest with you, man, there's not a real answer. I need to make a YouTube video on because I see I get a lot of the like same questions and the same and certain questions are when do it's when do I stop making money? You know what I mean? When do I not be greedy? When do I stop being greedy? That's a hard like
It is.
you know what
I
I
think what
mean?
people want, we want a system that we can just follow without having to question or deviate.
Uh-huh. And
Like
yeah,
I feel like people want to be like a machine, but then
it's not.
obviously your emotions, whatever you got going in your
Yeah.
life, whatever that day, what I mean, it gets in the way and it starts messing things up.
For sure. So I try to why I built this mentorship is to take away every single BS thing that you could look at on IG about day trading and make it so simple. So I got it. Now I feel like I got every client to the point where it's like, okay, I can make the money. I know I can do it. I'm just doing like little BS here, but that's personally me. Like, my discipline,
Yeah,
my this and that.
ego.
Okay, cool. I was like, okay, cool. Now that you can get the money, it doesn't have to be me. It can be anybody day trading. Now that you could take your buy right here, I see the question is, where do I pull my money out? I'm not gonna tell you 100 because look, would have been up to a move right here. And just help me if this helps you. I tell people, hey, just look to the left and you could pull your profit here.
That makes a big difference. Yes, that does help.
There's that, and then there's hey, if you just want to make a lot of money, you know what I mean? Like hold it as
Yeah,
long until you start seeing rejection. But I can't tell people that are beginners that because they'll hold it all the way till it turns around on them.
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm in a dilemma on trying to figure out how to. I need to find an answer on systemizing. I don't want to tell people, hey, just look to the left and just enter there. But if that's what I have to do, you know what I mean? If hey, you made your money from here to here, but I don't want you to think there's not more money out there.
Yeah, I think so. Because with trading, like everything's so complex, you're gonna have like a beginner answer, an intermediate, and an advanced answer. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have the same question, and you're gonna have it answered three different ways because you know what I mean. People's
Yeah.
mindset aren't the same.
For sure. But yeah, and I just hate doing that because I want to treat everybody as an expert and I want to give you
Yeah,
the expert information, but sometimes I guess it's like the saying of putting a kid in a Ferrari. They're not gonna know
you
it's
know what I mean.
yeah.
Like, yeah, he's gonna hurt himself.
Exactly. That's why baby's like, hey, I see you're on the 5 minute on your story. And I'm like, yes, I can do that. If you want to do it, fine, but you're gonna hurt yourself.
For you. So how long would you say it took you from learning trading to get to the point where you're comfortable using the 5 minute?
Bro, this is second nature to me now. Like if this was a language, it's hard to
I mean, from when you started
I've
trading
been doing this
to
about 8 years,
how long did it take you to get comfortable with the 5 minute? 1 year? 2 years?
a year.
Okay.
And
And everybody's not the same, but I would say like same thing for people. Like, you're saying you don't give a 16-year-old a Ferrari, but you get him in a go-kart, he understands what's going on, then you can put him in the Ferrari.
you know what
The age
changed
doesn't
it?
have to mess with it.
This is what changed it for me. So nobody can get too deep
Because
on this 5 minute thing. This is what changed it for me.
say my thing is I want to learn exactly what you know. Like what I
Uh-huh.
know is messing me up. You
Hmm.
see what I mean? Like I want to push out the stuff that's in my head and take what you do and
Hmm.
just put it on the charts. Even though I'm not going to be exactly you,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as close as I can.
Yeah. That's and that's what I'm trying to get people on, but it's hard. It's like you said, the expert level, the beginner level. So it's like
I feel
I
like
have
that's
to.
just a necessity.
Yeah, it is. Um, this is what changed my whole mindset on this 5 minute daily, 4 hour, 30 minute thing. And I hope this helps you. It should clear it up fully up for you. No matter the time frame we're on, this blue line will not change nowhere. So if I go to the 4 hour, it stays the same. If I go to the daily, it stays the same. If I'm on the 5 minute, it stays the same.
Yeah.
That there should just like tell everybody, well, then I really don't even have to go through all these time frames. You know what I mean? Technically, you do,
No.
you don't, but you don't and you do only because you need to know, hey, on the daily, are we buying? Cool, that takes 2 seconds. On the 4 hour, are we buying? Cool, that takes 2 seconds. 30 minute, are we buying? That takes 2 seconds. Okay, cool. The price stays the same. So really, I don't need to do all these time frame changes. Just take my sale on the 600 and then boom. It's
Yeah.
easier for me to just say that and then people to wrap their head around, but all these time frames and this and this and that. And it's like, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. I get what you're saying, but the time frame does not change price. It doesn't change
Exactly.
price.
When you told me about price, that's what has literally switched something that made the biggest difference. And I understand like time frame correlation, where I'll look at the 4 hour to the 30 minute, and
Mm-hmm.
I completely understand that. You have to understand that there's a 4 hour candle within your 30 minute time frame,
Mm-hmm.
and that gives you your 4 hour candle. So it's more information on the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
like you said, once you follow price and not the actual candles, then you can try to piggyback. Like I was following candles and I felt like I was just constantly a step behind, which I was because I'm following the past history, the
Exactly.
accident.
It's supposed to. That's if I owned TradingView, why would I make it easy for you to take my money? Not TradingView, but the market. Like you're supposed to
Yeah.
be on the opposite side. So yes, you're gonna get old data. I'm not gonna give you new data. If I was the creator of NAS 100, if I owned NAS 100, why would I give you the data to make you take money from me?
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. So so how I have the system to where you can't be manipulated, to where all these people that have this ICC method or order blocks or any little ABC 1 2 3 method that people use to market, I had to think of a way to just cut through the noise. And I was like, okay, well then my whole mentorship is built on price and market structure. I can't manipulate that.
No, and that's all you need. That's everything.
Yeah, like the candles, people are like, well, why does he always have his candles blacked out? It doesn't mean he's not doing something or whatever. Because the candles are here to trick the people that they need money for 'em. Like if I have
Yeah.
it red, blue, green, why do they give you an option to make it whatever colors you want? They want it to be confusing for you.
Yep.
Like it's supposed to be confusing for you so you can keep putting your money in it. All I did is I came up with this to where I need to know every manipulating way you can take me out when it comes to trading. So I blacked out my candles because you can't get me with colors. You can't get me with, oh, right now we're buying, we're buying, we're buying. And then it's blue and I see all this. You know what I mean? Because it's buying,
Yeah.
it's blue. Or, oh, we're selling because it's red, red, red. Well, if this candle was blue when it first started and then it turned red the last 30 seconds, that doesn't do anything for you. because you just went off the color of the candle. So if I
Right.
black it out, I can only go off this. So now my whole mentorship is on price. Why? Because the banks know you're looking at this. I'm looking at what they're looking at. So if we would have
Exactly.
had this at 600 and we would have just said, let's just say if we were just, ballsy and it was like, hey, F it, let's take a sale at 600. We're going to be thinking like
Then, whatever. Whatever.
whatever. We're going to be piggybacking off the banks and saying, got you.
Yeah.
I'm in your lane. I don't care about, I will never, I hate talking about the support, resistance, this, that, but I have to because people don't know about support and resistance. And you know what I mean? Like it's not important, but it's important. But the main thing is the price. But people will be like, "But you didn't teach me support resistance." It's like I don't want people to go off these things that you see on YouTube and Instagram and these methods and these strategies and then this and that. Go off price and
Yeah.
you win. You win. You win because you're the bank. You're not these YouTubers. You're not these retail traders. You're on their side.
Exactly. You see, like you're thinking like them.
Yeah, because this was a clean sweep of everybody that's doing support.
Taken out.
Yeah,
So,
you're just getting taken out, which and that's us still too. Like we make money from this. This is us. We're taking these supports too, but we understand we can flip. I guess we can do both. We can do both. We're gonna be hey, I'm on both sides, but I know who's gonna win. I'll make money with the buy. Just like you said, you would have took this buy or whatever the buy was, over here where you're like,
yeah.
yeah, I would have took this buy, but I would have lost. Yeah, cool. We're gonna lose.
So you can find that. There it is.
Right here,
Top right.
right here.
Yeah. So where would you? I would have taken the buy, right? Where would
hmm
you get your stop?
I don't even think it even lets you get the buy in. The stop would have been let me show you. So you got your buy in. We're on 30 minutes. Let me go to the 5 so I can make it smaller. So you would have took the buy right here. So you would have been in profit like just this much, and then it started tanking.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, man.
Right.
Once it broke this, I'm getting out.
You're quick, huh? Like you don't take any drawdown.
For I'm not saying I don't lose. I don't take big drawdown. I don't take big drawdown only because why would I take big drawdown if I know that my wins are so big?
I know your system really doesn't like you're literally pinpointing the perfect time to just flip.
Yeah,
I've seen it with entries I've taken where I was like I've literally had zero drawdown the entire time, and that's pretty rare for something for me to experience. Like usually you enter, you get a little drawdown, whatever. I had it where I've entered and it was just immediately in profit, and it just took off from there, and I was like, whoa,
yeah, so if you look right here to where you like you said you were buying, you would have took this buy up here. That's what I'm saying. Continue do with that mindset because it could have happened here. This is just a freak accident. Cool. Right here when we came here, if it would have broke down through this, just exit. Why? This was a buy, nice. This was a buy, nice. This was a buy, nice. 8 all week. Don't focus on your loss too much to where, oh shoot it, just take the L, just take the loss, take the loss. We win too much. You win too much more often. Just take the loss and cut it.
I guess my biggest question is just I still need to figure out exactly where I need to either place my stuff or where I need to mentally tell myself like get out
So
because
15 pips, 15 pips.
15. What
Fif-
so from the 216, what would be 15 pips? Like
Let me go
point.
to Nas because you're on Nas, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let's try Naslo. I mean, I want to do both because I
Bro,
Nas
I used
doesn't
to trade
always.
Nas for years. I used to trade
What
Nas.
I'm trying to say is Nas doesn't always have the setup. So sometimes I got to switch over to like CAD USD or something.
I
I
built
personally don't trade Euro USD too much.
mhm.
Like I've never had a lot of good luck with it, which I would like to see your setup sometimes. But
With the Euro.
yeah,
All
just
right.
to But yeah, let's do USD.
All right, man. I'm gonna go through this fast because this is simple. I want to do you just like me. Boom. This is what I do. I woke up in the morning. All right, boom. We're on the daily. We
Right.
don't have to talk about a buy. We see the buy. All right, boom. We don't have to draw this whole line. We see the buy, but okay, we have our little support right here. You can see that over here there used to be resistance. Everything under here is sales. Everything above this is buys. Clearly
Yep.
see it as day, and we understand the buys. I don't have to focus on the 4 hour no more. Boom. Now that we're on the 30 minute, I just need to find where is the support at when it comes to price. When all this BS is going on, where's the support at? Where do they not want to break through? I would say, probably like right here in this area. Because we have it already shot up one time right here, shot up two times right here, right here. It broke through, but it still didn't come all on down. We already knew we were in buys because the daily was in buys, 4 hours in buys, 30 minutes in buys. All right, cool. We're just ranging, doing this sideways BS. Cool, fine. Where is the price at that you don't want to break down below because we're not selling? It's right here in this area. Let me get my this. What is the price? Where is it at? Do I just zero all this out? Let me see. All right, let's just zero it all out. So we can't get these if we're already over here. Oh, let me put this. Don't want it to die. All right. If we're already over here, this was the price for today. We're on the 30 minute. So this morning, if you want to take a trade, you obviously know we didn't pass any of this. So if we missed this right here, we missed this right here, we missed this right here. If we missed this right here, then I'm just gonna take, this big box away. I'm gonna say, all right, well, where is it? Since I already missed all that, since I missed this, what do I have to look at? So it'll probably be, let me get it. Let me,
50.
yep, yep, exactly. So I don't have to do all this extra guessing on where am I going to buy at? You know where you're going to buy at. It just has to be either at 100, 200, 300, or the 50, 50, 50. Wherever you're at currently in the market, and this is where we're at currently in the market, is this 50 mark. And if you want extra confirmation, we just broke down everything was buys and look to the left. Boom.
So that'd be a 50 pip stop, right? At 2,700 or 27,000.
Let me see. 30 minute.
Like
Shoot, was it 50 pips?
we got the, oh, I mean, depending on the entry.
Yeah, 100% depends on the entry. So it's subjective. Because if you entered right here, you had no drawdown. Or did you enter down here? Did you enter right here? Did you enter right here? It just depends on. If you entered right here, you had no drawdown.
You see that first wick?
Yeah, this.
Let's just say I entered there and it came down, and I'm like in the moment not knowing where the stop is.
Mm-hmm.
Because that happens to me a lot.
Okay, so you say
That's
you
where
entered
I
right
need
here.
some correction on, like, let's say I got in at like 2,750 or even a little higher. Just based off those lines you put, that's where I'm like, I would just, my stop would be 27,000.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that because somebody else told me they were doing that too. Don't use that whole number because now all you're doing is okay, well, if I put this at 900 because Anthony said he does everything whole number, then why are you going to lose all this money just because it's not at the whole number? So don't go off the whole number for the stop loss. The stop loss is its own numbers and you're looking right here. So 13 pips. So if you would have entered right here, okay, let's just put it at the whole number how we actually would have had it. So
Yep.
just put like, I don't know, 10, 20 pips. Let's just do 15 pips. If you took the loss, you took the loss, but you knew you were buying, so you're gonna hop straight in it anyways. If it
Yeah.
stopped you out, you were gonna hop straight in it anyways.
Now, so 15 pips, no problem. Should I stick with that like every time I enter a trade, or should it fluctuate just based off of what I see on the left-hand side?
What are you more comfortable with? Because that's a subjective question because I don't use a stop loss a lot. I don't.
My comfortability level is pretty bad. I'll blow accounts. Just letting it go
Okay,
down.
so the reason you're blowing accounts is because you're holding a loss. Simple.
Correct.
Why are you holding a loss?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've had okay. I I hold losses because I've had it turn around and losses have become winners.
Got you. I have prayed to God for a chart to turn around and it didn't happen and I blew the account. So don't think
That's
like that no more. Don't do that no
that.
more. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've sweated before and said, God, please turn this around. the charts, nobody's gonna come save you. So focus on making it a system, and it's a system, which is why, hey, 15 pips. If it hits it, it hits it. Just go on with your day, take the loss.
Yeah, I've kind of started using 50 mostly.
Hmm.
So like with the a point zero one, which is like 1 penny or whatever, that 50 pips is about $5. So
Hmm.
with the small account, like I it gives me enough little room for it to
Hmm.
fluctuate, as well as it's not too much of a drawdown.
Don't give the people against you room to fuck you over.
Okay.
That's all you're doing is giving somebody room to fuck you over.
Yeah, I
So if
got
you
you.
said, "Hey, I'm doing 100 pips for a room or 1,000 pips for a room," you're just giving me that for room. So I'll take a
Yeah,
L on 15 pips. And if I took the loss, I took the loss. But I'm not going to give you 50 pips of a loss. You're not going to, you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, so I feel like with Nas it's a little different
It's
because
just
that
volume.
range.
Because that volume.
Yeah, like it'll go 100 points
Exactly.
just to go
Exactly.
down and then take off.
Exactly. Um,
But okay, I would rather, take an L of 15 points, even if it goes down to,
yeah,
reverse,
to reverse.
because
You're going to buy
I'll probably
anyway.
see the entry anyway. Yeah, I'll probably see the second entry anyway.
Mentally, I know the type of not the person you are, but how anybody trades, and mentally everybody hops in a second time. Nobody says, "I'm just gonna hop in one time for the day." If you already took that loss and it turned around and reversed, you were gonna jump in and again anyway. So I'd rather just
Yeah,
take the loss and jump in again anyway versus just taking a smooth loss and no turnaround and just praying it turns around and it never turns around.
yeah. Okay, that's some stuff. That's the information I needed. I need to get that out of my head.
Hmm. What else you
Cool.
got?
Well, it's been about the stops as far as like profit levels. I'm pretty confident on that too, because I mean yeah, I feel pretty good actually. I feel like you've answered my questions and I got the that mental clarity that I needed.
For sure, man. For sure, man. If you need any help, just send me a text and we're gonna do this all over again.
Will do. I appreciate it, man. It's funny how it's only been like 2 Zoom calls, but I feel like it's more than enough.
Oh man, we can keep doing this. Just let me know.
All right,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Enjoy your day, man.
Thanks, man. You too. Take care.
You too.